Alrighty, after that big win against the Sirloins have already played their next game, but the Melonheads are half a game back, coming into the final 3 games of the season. So they are matched up against the 5-14 Cobras, and then they play the Fury Flyers for the last 2 games, and the Fury Flyers are one of the worst teams in the league. So they have 3 straight games against not the best teams. This is a good opportunity for the Melonheads to take over first place with the schedule. They have exactly what they need to make that happen. Now they just need to make it happen. I want to see all your support for the Melonheads moving into the playoffs. Comment below, wish them luck, give them advice, tell me who your favorite player on the team is. The Melonheads are ready to go against a struggling Cobras team with Ernie Steele on the hill. Let's see what the Melonheads can do. I like this field. It's pretty cool looking. I like the cool blue background. It is a 1-1 count here on Dante Robinson to start the game. 2-1 count to Dante Robinson. Dante's going to get a hold of this pitch that was high in the zone. I think he gets under just a tad. Fly out to right field. You got to think after beating up on the Sirloins, these next 3 games should be easy. But the Melonheads have shown you they can struggle at times. And that would be really unfortunate to struggle at this part of your schedule. It is 2 quick outs here for the Melonheads to start the game. I think the key to Melonheads' good hitting is when they really wait for pitches that they can drill, and Pablo Sanchez does exactly that. First pitch is a ball. The second pitch, he drills into left field. And here's Keisha Phillips, who is absolutely mashing the ball lately. She is somebody that they believed would be one of the best players on the team, and she got off to a really slow start, but as of late has really been hitting well. And I think that really comes down to that taking pitches. That pitch might have been a little high, and that's going to be out number 3. Ernie Steele has not had good luck this season. He was hurt. He's been hit by balls, and he has a 4.7 ERA. All they need out of Ernie is a quality start here, which against a team that you would think wouldn't be that challenging, but you never really know what Melonheads team is going to show up. The Melonheads for a while there looked like they were going to be unbeatable, and then all of a sudden they get smoked, and then they bounce right back and look like a crazy unbeatable team against the Sirloins. So we had a very beatable team at the start of the year. Then we had pretty much an unbeatable team in the middle of the year. Strike 3 called. And then they get beat up on by the Bowmen. And then they beat up the Sirloins. So it's, oh no, that ball is over the head of Mikey Thomas. Ernie Steele made a bad play worse. We've seen that before with the Melonheads. Jocinda's going to go up the middle though. Out, the air won't hurt them. But like I was saying, we are interested to see which Melonheads team shows up for these final 3 games. That pitch is out of the zone. And once again, an out for the Melonheads. There's a strict correlation, very obvious correlation that makes a lot of sense to all of us, that when you swing at balls, you're not going to hit the ball very well. And Ahmed Khan is going to fly out to right field. And here's Stephanie Morgan. She did play a role in last game and then was lifted early to try and give her some rest before playoffs come. She swings at a high pitch, and it's a pop-out. So far, the Melonheads offense seems to be quiet. After a big offensive day against the Sirloins, this pitch is drilled to right field. That ball's gone, and the Cobras take a 1-0 lead against the Melonheads. And Ernie Steele really down in the dumps after that one. And that's unfortunate, as your Melonheads offense has not looked very strong so far. The outside corner, though, on the other hand, the umpire has really enjoyed making that call. And this ball is going to be grounded to Mikey Thomas, but foul. Cobras take a 1-0 lead on the solo shot. This ball's in between them. Ernie Steele makes a nice play, though, out number 1. Joseph North. Kanye West, his cousin. Foul ball into the Melonheads dugout. Fastball high, fouled straight back. The big curveball out of Ernie Steele. Strike 3 swinging. All right, let's see. Glass Rotten. Glass Rotten has a very manly beard. It's very intimidating. He anticipates the fastball but doesn't do much with it. I'd hate to see what would have happened if you fooled him with it. Here's that two-seamer on the outside. Here's the slider now. They're going to come inside with it. Oh, very close. Here comes the high heat. Nothing. Curveball low. Oh, barely gets a piece. They're going to go with the cut fastball on the outside. Nothing. Change up low and in. Swing and a miss gets him. A long battle between Ernie Steele and Joseph, whatever his name was, or honestly, I don't even remember his name. I don't think it was Joseph either. Mikey Thomas is going to drill that ball into center field for a base hit. That's what you like to see if you're the Melonheads. They need a little production out of everybody, especially when they're struggling here. Here's Ernie Steele, not much of a hitter. He is going to drill the ball to the first baseman who's going to misplay it, and that'll do a good job advancing the runner. It could have been a little more damage, but it wasn't. Here's Dante Robinson. He's going to hit a ground ball to the shortstop. It's going to have to make a quick play as Dante's fast, and he does just that. Runner on third, 2 outs. Here's Jocinda Smith, who was an RBI machine last game. Let's see if she can continue that here when the Melonheads need it most. She's going to drill that down the line, foul. That could have been trouble. That ball's there, and Jocinda continues to rip with runners in scoring position. Tie ball game. And you know what we say about extending the inning to Pablo Sanchez, who's batting .500 on the season. Top of the third, the inning continues. Off of the head of the shortstop. Someone check his nose. He's got a massive nose. And I'm hoping it was like that before getting hit with the ball. Keisha Phillips is now batting after Pablo Sanchez as she's been raking the ball lately. And she's going to hit it right back to the pitcher, out number 3. But not until Jocinda Smith does exactly why she's in the lineup and ties this ball game. Here's Ernie Steele. One of the lower end pitchers on this ball club, 3-0. He gets a swinging 3-0. But really, they just need a solid performance, and so far he's given them that. He just needs to avoid the big blow-up inning. Strike 3, swinging. That's what Ernie Steele likes. That's the kind of groove Ernie Steele wants to get in. That ball was anticipated. It's down the line. Here's Tony Del Vecchio, out number 2. And here is Killer Dubs. He is killer. He's batting .105, but does have a home run this year. Killer Dubs. How do we get Killer on our team? Can we trade you Killer Dubs for Mikey Thomas? Swing and a miss. Ernie Steele gets out of this inning and continues to pitch pretty well. The Melonheads need another good inning here, as they did put a run on the board last inning, but they need to put the Cobras down here. Leave no question going into the late innings. 3-0 to Tony Del Vecchio. That's what you like to see. Ball 4, Del Vecchio takes the walk, and the leadoff hitter is on. Here is Ahmed Khan. You really need Ahmed to do something here. Ahmed rips this ball past the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit for Ahmed Khan. And that is what you need here. Here's Stephanie Morgan now with nobody out. Stephanie Morgan playing just about every game. She is catcher, though, so she is worn out on a regular basis, but she really wants to provide offense for her team. This ball is deep to center field. Stephanie Morgan gone! That's the offense that I'm talking about. She wants to be a part of this team as they playoff push despite being worn down, and the 3-run home run is exactly what the Melonheads needed, putting them up by 3 here in the top of the 4th. And here's Mikey Thomas, who seems to be playing better as of late. He's going to drill this ball right at the second baseman and get a base hit out of it. So the Melonheads get an offensive boost out of the catcher. Mikey Thomas continues it. They're going to let Ernie Steele continue as he's pitched a good game. And he's going to hit another pretty good ball to the shortstop here. They're going to turn 2 on him, though. A good play by the shortstop, who was hitting the schnoz earlier. Solid play. Here's Dante Robinson, who really hasn't been a part of this offense this game. He's a big part of the offense, and when he's hitting, they pretty much, as a whole team, hit much, much better. He's a big table setter. All right, here is Ernie Steele now for his 4th inning. He anticipates the pitch, but Mikey Thomas is going to make a good play. And here is Gershwin Handshake, that shortstop who took the ball off the nose. And Handshake gets a piece of this one foul. Ball low. Here's the changeup inside. Another pitch that he's out in front of. They're going to go in with the cutter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Gershwin Handshake goes down swinging. Here's Wildly. And she swings wildly at that pitch. That ball is fouled off. Ernie Steele is definitely one of his best pitching performances of the year. And that ball is popped straight up. Who's going to grab it? I don't even know where this ball is going to land. There it is. Out number 3. The Cobras offense very minimal today. And here's Jocinda Smith. She's been driving the ball, using those thick thighs to really hit the ball well. She swings at a pitch in the dirt, though, and gets exactly what she deserves for swinging at a pitch in the dirt. Bat over 500. Pablo Sanchez has 2 singles today. They wouldn't mind a little more offense out of Pablo today, just to give him a little more cushion. But you really can't complain with a 3-run lead. And Pablo Sanchez gets a hold of a pitch that was a little high and in. He is going to only have warning track power here. Out number 2. Here's Keisha Phillips. And Keisha, a little antsy for that off-speed pitch that was right down the middle. Keisha going to get a hold of this pitch a little out of the zone. And as we've said before, that's an out, probably from swinging out of the zone. They're going to do... I meant to substitute and I accidentally threw a pitch. And that's going to be a leadoff single. And so they're going to pull Ernie Steele and bring in Amir Khan for the save. Here in the bottom of the 5th, up by 3. Amir Khan has not been one of the better closers in the league. He has really struggled in this role. And so you got to think they want to give him as many opportunities as they can before this possible playoff appearance, as the bullpen will be huge if the starting pitchers can't get it done, which we've seen them struggle at times. And so they need their closer to come in and be able to shut down teams. And this is going to be a ground ball to third, but the runner was activated on the pitch, so he will advance to second base, but that runner really doesn't matter. And here's chubby Todd Plows. Yeah, he does. And that ball's going to be up the middle. That's what I get for making fun of Chad. That ball gunned by Mikey Thomas. Gunned by Stephanie Morgan up to second. Safe there. And Ahmed Khan is going to give up Ernie Steele's base runner. So they need Ahmed Khan to really shut it down here. This ball's popped up to Jocinda Smith at short. That should be a Melonheads win. It is 4-2, and it's exactly what the Melonheads needed. They need to take advantage of their weak last 3 games. And they are off to a good start. Heading into the final 2 games, the final series against the Fury. We will be back with the last 2 games of the season and possibly the playoff berth of the Melonheads in their first season.